Okay, guys, I am going to show you my castle setup, and then a bonus part at the end of the video will be about my servants' quarters. Those are completely unnecessary and is just for the looks because of the positioning I have on the map here with my castles. So this is a private server. We've all kind of got our own areas. I claim this corner up here, and there's a bridge separating my two locations. But first, we'll show you the main castle, and then if you're interested, the servants' quarters are over here. Okay. First, I made a little garden. Really fell in love with the hedges here that they added to the Gloomrot expansion a few months back. Here's my teleporter room. There is a blue teleporter. I just haven't found a need for it within this castle. Got the alchemy. The decorations are from the DLC that you can purchase for Gloomrot. Then you got the workshop, of course, tailoring room, and the smithy. Probably could have made it a little bit smaller, but I really love that room. So now we're going to go up to the second level. Here are the servants' quarters. Just needed to fill up some space, and I think it turned out really beautiful in here. All the coffins. And then I have a jail cell. I know the vermin nest wasn't in the alchemy room like it's supposed to be, but I think rats are a little bit more fitting in a jail. This was recently filled up all the way until I made my servant's castle right across the bridge. Oh, and my favorite container, fine wine with all the blood merlots. Thought that was kind of funny. Next, I have the gem making room. The only room I'm missing is the library, but the people on this server all decided we don't each need to make a library. If one of us discovers something, the rest of us can research it, so only one person ever made those items. Here I have my graveyard. And then I keep more elite servants up here. Every now and then I'll just make them fight the undead. It's just kind of fun to watch. Out here I have another balcony. It's the same on both sides. I am a sucker for symmetry. Plan on putting the soul shards out here. This throne is also from the DLC I mentioned earlier. Here we are back in the teleporter room. This red one just went up to the servants' quarters and the gem room. Now I'll show you the backyard. Let's see, right? Our heart guarded by a gargoyle. The statue came from the... Oh shoot, I can't remember what it's called. But it's like $20. It's just for the producers of this game, give them extra funding in order to keep making updates. I think it's a really great addition. There's a lot of really neat statues. Same thing with these gargoyles here. Can't see them very well, but there we go. They just did a really great job. Really great job on that DLC. Okay, so this is the servant's castle. Again, this is strictly for looks. None of these servants have good percentages, and they have 0 armor, and there's absolutely no storage over here. I just wanted to be my own best neighbor and make something really beautiful out of this empty corner over here. So first, this building is going to be all for the guards. Of course, seating areas, and then a hypothetical timeout in case one ever was trying to fight me back or whatever. It's just, again, hypothetical. Seating area where you'll be constantly stared at by the vampires, or the vampire busts. And this is the Gloomrot decoration. It's got the corrupted beings inside some goo. And of course, the servant room. I just made a balcony to interconnect the 3 buildings I have here. So we'll just go one by one until I get down to the chapel. Oh, and we got a little bell ringer. He is by far my favorite. And I didn't even pick Igor. That was just one of the random names that it was given. Nothing special here. I just put a little spot and a jail cell. And since all the servants in this building are just citizens, they have more of a royal setup, just more for comfort. Okay. So this is where we were for the guards. Just made a giant garden. Another seating area with a statue. And then on the sides of the chapel, there's just a couple hidden seating areas. I don't think the servants have even come over here yet. Nothing special over here. It was just such an awkward space, so this is all I could come up with. Now finally, the chapel. Really turned out to be quite a beautiful room. Eventually, the producer said that they would make the seating and decorations interactable with the servants. So hopefully they do that one day. I would love to see servants sitting at tables or pulling a book from the bookcases that we have, or if they're looking at time, just anything. Here's my teleporter room. Jump out if I wanted to. But while I was making this castle, it was just nicer to have a teleporting spot that I could go straight to my production castle. and get the supplies that I needed. This is just a balcony to connect to the servants' quarters. Next is my throne room. I completely capped out the height on my castle. I cannot make it any taller. Oh boy, and I trapped myself. But it's a good opportunity to go over everything in bat form. I like how everything looks except for this overbite here, but what can you do? The inside was just too gorgeous and I couldn't change it. I just love how it glows up at the night. My other castle. For the small space that it is, it really turned out great. I really can't complain about it at all. Really fell in love with this spot. Alrighty. Well, that is it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope it gave you some ideas for your castle. And maybe I'll see you guys later.